Hello, I'm Sheriff Chuck Wright. I want to introduce a program to you called Warrior 101. We, as a community, want to see our young people, our youth, grow and have confidence in themselves by understanding that God created all people equal. I want to see in this project, not just for the students who may have to go through this class or get to go through this class, but to show the people who have never been a victim of bullying or being made fun of how you can help stop that stuff and how you can help make sure that people who are not superstar football players or plays in the band or don't get all the smartest awards because of whatever reason, you can make them feel good about themselves because we got to move through life together. We have to help one another. The Bible directly tells us to love our neighbors. So let's get to doing that. Let's get to loving our neighbors. And loving our neighbors doesn't mean picking on them and doesn't mean putting them down to make yourself feel better. Loving our neighbors simply means that you accept them for who they are and you don't allow people to pick on people who are different looking. I'm different looking than a lot of people. So the Warrior 101 program is going to be a very good stepping stone to educate adults and children who are a victim or potentially are victims, because it's not anyone's fault how they look or how smart they are. God created us. We need to respect that. And we need to make sure that our schools and our communities allow no bullying. And this is going to be a very, very good eye-opening learning experience for everyone involved. We can make our community better when we have confident kids who are one day going to be doctors, lawyers, sheriffs, police officers, jail administrators, whatever you want to be. Whatever you want to be in your life is totally up to you. I want you to understand that suicides, alcoholism, rage, depression, all that comes from being bullied. And the more we do to help our communities grow, the better off we all going to be in our communities. Let's raise up people and help people along the way to become better people and to be the best they can possibly be. Thank you very much.
Warrior 101 is a challenging program that will require both the mindset and physical ability to accomplish and graduate a true warrior. Not all of today's youth will grow to be athletes or may not even want to be. But is that what is being stressed today to our young men to be successful? What happened to being a gentleman and a respectful man and judging our success off such good qualities in our community involvement, not how fast we can run or how far we can hit a ball? I have selected outstanding leaders of our community to help me with this program that I know has the best interests of our youth and community.
10 years from now, I'd like for a child to come back to me after they've settled in, maybe their chosen career, and the fact that doing Warrior 101, they learn the confidence and the persistence and the drive to keep pursuing that career that they wanted. A lot of times people give up on themselves, and in Warrior 101, one of the main things we will teach you is never give up, never quit.
I would like for a kid to come back after 5 or 10 years and saying that he's been through Warrior 101, that he said, you know what, this helped me with this job interview. This helped me give back to the community. This helped me be productive in society. Those types of things I would like to hear.
You know, looking back, there were a few individuals in my life that made a difference. And I can look back at each of those individuals and the difference they made, the example they set forth, and the experience in life that I had with each of these individuals. And those memories will stick with me forever. The lessons I learned from those who mentored me and raised me and taught me valuable lessons in life will stick with me forever, those experiences. And I hope that the children in Warrior 101 will take that away. A life-changing, just solid, never to leave them experience, I guess you could say.
I think how I would want to teach kids about bullying would be, you know, I think probably, unfortunately, our kids could teach us about bullying right now. Unfortunately, I think they're the ones that are on a lot of the receiving end of it. You know, it's just now really coming into, I think, into the public eye more and more what a problem this really has become. There's just so many extreme examples of it nowadays in our school system. This stuff just, I mean, I believe there's probably to some degree always probably some bullying going on in schools, but to the degree that some of what these kids are having to put up with nowadays, it's unacceptable.
The youth of today need, I would say, a positive role model. Somebody they can look up to as a leader. I'm not necessarily talking about a pro athlete or pro basketball player, but someone in the community that they feel like they can go to if they have a problem, or somebody they feel comfortable with, you know, talking to. Something they may not feel comfortable talking to their parents about, but they can look to this person in the community as like, hey, this is a positive person in the community that I feel comfortable around to tell him my problems.
Warrior 101 is, personally, it's a group of guys to me that's decided to stand up and say, hey, it does take a village to raise a child. It does take a group of men to bring up men, not to bring up an adult male. You have to learn to be a man. You have to learn your values, your core, and we've decided in Warrior 101 that that's what we're going to do. It is so hard for a young man nowadays to stand up and believe in something that's right, because others look at it and make fun of it, because it's not the popular thing to do. Well, who cares what the popular thing is to do? The right thing to do is to stand up and make your choice. And when you grow up, you'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror in the morning. You'll be able to wake up and you know in your heart of hearts you did the right thing.
I'd like to impress on the kids' minds just core values, like a code of ethics, just something that will help them succeed in life. And just one basic example, maybe how to interview for a job, something that can help them once they're finished their education.
I welcome community and parent involvement, church and educator involvement, absolutely. It would be a great way for them to see what these kids are going through, for the kids to see them doing the same thing. That unity that comes through this, there's not necessarily an age barrier. There's not necessarily, you know, I think it would be absolutely great to see more adults, more preachers, teachers, just folks out and about to get in on it and to share with these kids what's going on, because not only will they probably learn something and get their hands dirty and feel good at the end of it, but they have a chance to also reach out to those younger than them and set forth good examples.
I believe the importance for parents getting involved with us is to see what we're teaching, to see what their kids are learning. This may be something that they want to get involved with to challenge themselves, whether it's physical or the things we're going to be teaching, just to get them involved with or maybe a thing they want to get involved with their son or daughter.
What changes do I want to see in a child? The Warrior 101, it's different with every single child. It's going to be a case-by-case basis. I want to see that quiet, introverted child. I want to see him openly talk to his brothers, because that's what he's going to have. That's what's every Warrior 101, you're a brother. I want to see him open up and have fun. That big, arrogant child, I want to see him have humility. I want to see him say that, hey, it's okay to share. You know what? It's okay to let a smaller kid go in front of you.
You got things such as social media, a lot of things that some of the older people did not have, and kids now they have access to it. And I think society, because they have, for lack of better words, morals, have gotten relaxed. And again, I grew up under the image that it takes a village to raise a child. I think the child is the same, but the village have changed.
The social media technologies and whatnot that these kids possess, bullying nowadays can almost be a 24/7 occurrence. Anytime they turn on a device nowadays, they could be subjected to potential bullying. So I think working, you know, in conjunction with schools, and again, teaching kids, giving them through physical fitness challenges, through team building challenges, different skill sets that they can have, just to increase that level of self-confidence that they have, increase that level of self-respect, ingrain in them that degree of integrity, let them know that there's help available out there, that they don't have to go through this by themselves. I think that this is what we need to try to, you know, show these kids out there, that, you know, there is help. Me personally, you know, I've been a cop for 19 years. We talked about earlier about, you know, not seeing maybe society going in the direction we want it to go, and I can't think of a better way to try to change the course of that than trying to get involved with young people. I mean, that's really where it's at. If we don't invest in them, I don't really know what else there is to invest in. So that's it.